can also keep the mic over my glass. Maybe that would improve the sound quality a bit. But if I do this, the problem is some of the like
Recording in
start.
progress.
Recording in progress. Anirudh,
Hi, good morning.
good morning. Did you prepare for today's topic?
What was today's topic?
Hey, good
What
morning,
is?
everyone. How are you all?
Yeah,
Hi, good day.
great. Today's topic
The
is
weekend.
poverty. Poverty of India. Poverty in India.
It's poverty in India.
Okay, poverty in India.
Anirudh, I have one suggestion for you. Okay,
Yes,
like you
yes.
can use earphones. I think you're using your laptop.
Yeah. No, no, no. I am using earphones.
No, we are not using. I think most of the people in this session are using mobile phones, smartphones.
Anirudh, your voice is not that clear, so just maybe it's happening because of the noise cancellation that you have got
Whose
in
voice
your
is not clear?
Anirudh.
Mine.
Anirudh. Okay.
Yes, yes.
It's now I
So,
think it's better. But
okay, okay.
in the last session we had the problem.
Morning, everyone.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good
Good
morning,
morning,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Today we are going to do past perfect tense. For that, I'm sharing my screen. So, as I was saying, that from past continuous, actually, two actions would be there. First, we need to know the sentence structure. That is subject plus had plus verb third form or past participle, we can say. Subject had VG. So you can see the example here. You had studied. You is subject. Then after that, you are adding had and then VG. To make it interrogative, we need to do that had को पहले लाना होगा, right? Had you studied and negative you had not studied. These are the sentence structures. Subject had which. Now use number one. You can say uh, completed action before something in the past. That means in past perfect tense we define two actions together. It is not about together. It is about that one action happened before another action in past. Both of the actions are in past, and one action was first action, another action was second action. Whatever occurred first, that is first action. Whatever happened later, that is second action, we can say. So एक एक्शन से पहले कोई दूसरा एक्शन पास्ट में हुआ है एंड दोनों ही एक्शन पास्ट के हैं. For example, if I say that I had never seen such a beautiful beach before I went to Kauai. यहाँ पे आप दो एक्शंस देख रहे हो. एक है I have never seen such a beautiful beach और दूसरा है I went to Kauai. Now यहाँ पे क्या है? यहाँ पे दो एक्शंस आप देख रहे हो, जैसे मैंने बोला कि आई से बीच तक एक एक्शन है, आई से कवाई तक दूसरा एक्शन है। यहाँ पे एक एक्शन होगा जो पहले हुआ होगा पास्ट में, और एक एक्शन होगा जो बाद में हुआ होगा। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आई हैड नेवर सीन सच ब्यूटीफुल बीच, दैट इज फर्स्ट एक्शन। मैंने नहीं देखा था इतना सुंदर बीच, तो दैट वाज प्रीवियस एक्शन। एंड आई वेंट टू कवाई, बिफोर आई वेंट टू कवाई, दैट इज सेकंड एक्शन व्हिच ऑकर्ड सेकंड, which occurred later. So the first action, whatever occurred first, that has to be in past perfect tense, and whatever happened later, that has to be in simple past tense. Second example you can take, that I did not have any money because I had lost my wallet. Here also two actions can be seen. First is I did not have any money. Second action is I had lost my wallet. तो यहाँ पे क्या है, दो एक्शंस आपको दिखाई दे रहे हैं। तो जो पहला एक्शन है, which one is first action, that I had lost my wallet, this is first action. And I did not have any money, that is second action. So you had lost your wallet, because of that only you didn't have any money. So that's why first action is in past perfect tense and the second action is in simple past tense. Another action you can, another sentence you can take, that Tony knew Istanbul so well because he had visited the city several times. So here also two actions can be seen. First is Tony knew Istanbul so well, and second is he has visited that city several times. So first action is, first he had visited that city several times. Because of this only Tony knew Istanbul so well. So he had visited, that is in past perfect tense as it is first action, and Tony knew Istanbul, that is second action. That's why it is in simple past tense. So this is the basic scenario of it. Now use number 2, you can see that in case of non-continuous verb or stative verb, as we are unable to add ing with those verbs, so we can see it in past perfect continuous mostly in next class, that those who are non-continuous verbs, if we need to use them in past perfect continuous, so we'll be using them in past perfect tense. Past perfect tense, for example, we had that car for 10 years before Tina broke it down. So now, as you know that in case of ownership, um, have is non-continuous, right? Have is non-continuous verb. That's why here, instead of using past perfect continuous tense, we are using past perfect tense, that we had that car for 10 years. So next day actually you will get to know better when you will be knowing about the uh, past perfect continuous sentence structure. At that time it would be clear to you. Now the thing is that with past perfect tense, as with present perfect tense we can't add any specific timing, but with past perfect tense we can add specific timing. You can see the example here, that she had visited her Japanese relatives once in 1993 before she moved in with them in 1996. So 1993, 1996 can be seen here. But the thing is that wherever you can see in case of past perfect tense that specific timing is there, before after is there, that means it is very much clear to you that which which occurred first and which occurred second, which action occurred first and which action occurred second. At that time, in those in case of those actions, you can replace that past perfect by simple past also. For example, instead of she had visited her Japanese relatives, you can write that she visited her Japanese relatives. Had visited की जगह पे you can use visited also only, right? Because as specific timing is there, for example 1993, 1996, and before after is also there. That's why both can be done. But whenever you are using, whenever you are sharing any kind of past experience, there is no, if there is no specific timing, no before and after. For example, uh, if there is no specific timing, for example, she had never seen such a she had never seen a bear before she moved to Alaska. So that is kind of an experience you are sharing. Instead of telling something, or instead of more than action, it is kind of an experience you are sharing. So here you can't say that she never saw a bear. That means here you can't make it in simple past. The sentence can't be made in simple past. But in case of wherever you can see that timing is there, at that time you can replace it by simple past tense. So in case of experience sharing, you have to say that she had never seen such a whatever it is there. Means you need to use past perfect only. That's all about it. Any doubt, anyone?
No, ma'am.
Yes. Okay, no, no, ma'am, you said. In chat box, I'm sharing the link. Please copy, save it. And tomorrow we are going to do this past perfect continuous. And tomorrow is Friday, Saturday, and Monday will be exam of past tense. Mixed past tense. Every four kinds of past tense would be there. Okay, so let's start discussing the topic. So who wants to start? Roshan, Gajananji, Rinku, and Balbir, please switch on your cameras. Anirudh, you can start the topic.
Madam, I'm not feeling well.
Okay,
From
so
last
poverty in
night, I'm
India.
suffering with this issue.
Sorry?
From last one night, I'm suffering from kidney stone issue. I'm not feeling well. So
Okay, no issue,
today
no
I
issue.
am attending only class.
No issue, no issue. You can switch off your camera. Yeah, Anirudh, please speak.
Okay, okay. So poverty in India. So am I audible to everyone?
Yeah, you
Yes,
are.
yes.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. So poverty in India. So poverty means a state or a condition of a person in which a person basic needs like clothes, shelter, and food are not fulfilled in his life in day life. Uh, Poverty in India, we can say it is poverty. Uh, as we, as I said that it is a condition means a person is not fulfill his basic needs. So uh, basically, these are those person. It is categorized by the UN or Indian parameters that a person is not earning, let's say, some amount, 200 rupees per day in urban areas or 150 rupees in rural areas. So we have divided our category on which benchmark that if this person is not out of this point, they are categorized as poor. And if they are fulfilling that category of people, they are considered to be out of the poverty line. So the Adabhai Nauroji has given that scale to measure that this point of from here to here they are poor people, and from here to here if they are fulfilling these criteria, then they will be out of the poverty line. So poverty, the causes of the poverty can be social, like there are some communities which are they are socially out of the mainstream of the towns, like those who are tribals, those who are scheduled caste peoples. They are maybe there are some communities who are categorized as below the poverty line. And next one will be uh, economic on the basis of economic basis, like some because of the modern education, maybe some families do not reach to that point that they can on the basis of their study they can go for some kind of job which gives them earning. Because of these reason, we can say that education may be one of the factor reason for the poverty of a family. Next could be uh, I guess on the basis of economic management. There may be some chances. There are some cases that a person once he was a very rich person, but due to mismanagement of financial conditions, he is in poverty line. And there are other factors like people waiting for the jobs. Like if I am a person who has graduated and I can do some kind of job, but I have preferred to be not doing that job. Because I am preparing for some kind of uh, competitive exams. So there may be a reason because of that I am below the poverty line. So now I am telling the solution what can be done in future for the development of the how the poverty can be reduced in India. There are many schemes which is launched by government. That is PDS system, that is public distribution system, in which the government is distributing the rice and wheat in a minimum amount of minimum amount. Like in PDS ration shops, peoples were given one person is given 4 kg or 5 kg of wheat or rice, so he can fulfill his basic necessity, that is food, in his life. And there are many schemes launched by the government, that is the PM Awas Yojana, to give shelters to the peoples who are coming below the poverty line. Uh, in all these schemes which is government is running at today, there are many issues. There are many corruption in going on, like the ration shops, which is run by some people who cut some amount of food that is coming from the government, and they distribute lesser amount of food which is coming from the government. Uh, there are one more solution can be reducing unemployment in the country, like providing more and more jobs to the people, which can reduce the poverty. There is one kind of poverty is that the seasonal poverty people means in a season like we can say during the festival there are many people who open shops and uh, and they get good earnings, but in rest of the period of time they are unemployed, and because of that they again fall into poverty line. So poverty cannot be elevated from a country, but it can only controlled by the government or agencies if they work properly in which is given to them. Uh, one more solution could be is that uh, it all the government agencies who are working to reduce the poverty in India, they have to transparently work on their welfare. Means they have to provide jobs, not giving them freebies. Culture is going in politics, like providing free electricity, free water, free medical checkup. Okay, that is fine for but all of these, but the in longer time on longer terms, which is we are doing is that we are making the state under a default. Means a loan is state government, those who are giving fees and so providing free things, they are taking loans from the central government or RBI to meet those freebies. So that will be impact on later. It will impact on the same people who are taking the freebies. So that should be means government should work on providing jobs, not on giving them freebies and making them lazy persons, we can say. So I think this government should work on their education, on innovation, on research. So we can all focus on that area, not on the freebies to provide them and making them more lazier. So they should not work. So these are the points now for my side.
Yeah, Anirudh, I just find out one grammatical mistake. That was
Okay.
peoples. You said that should be people. Okay.
Okay.
Otherwise, sentence structure wise, it was good.
Okay.
Okay. Next is Roshan.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, everyone. Today's topic is poverty. First of all, poverty is a state that a person poverty is a state that a person lacks of usually or accepted money, lacks usually an accepted amount of money that that can fulfill their basic needs. Lack of access of these amount of money. And poverty can be classified classified as various types like absolute poverty. This poverty is extreme poverty where a person can't fulfill their basic needs. The second classification is relative poverty. Relative poverty, this poverty is we can say that this is income poverty. Like a person income is comparatively less than his or her surroundings population. The third is situational poverty. This is temporary type of poverty, like uh, temporary type of poverty, like many climate factors. Due to climate factors, poverty can and poverty is not only like money factor. Lack of opportunity is also determine the poverty. Is also called the poverty, like rural poverty, where people have money and resources but lack of opportunities. This is also classified as poverty. Mm. मतलब ये वाला थोड़ा and what now now I am discussing what are causes of the poverty. The first cause is lack of agricultural output. During after independence, many people live in poverty area. According to data, 80% of the population of India live below the poverty line. But after the green revolution, our country has self dependence on and self reliance on their food. But the diversification of food can't be met. We, due to this, the agriculture, due to green revolution, the um, regional diversity, regional disparity evolved because many, some area has utilized the green revolution and some other regions of India is not utilized the green revolution. Due to this, the low agricultural output and over exploitation of land, and in India, the low fragmentation of land, low storage, wastage during storage, low literacy level about the new technology, and uh, traditional methods of cultivation. This leads the low output in agricultural product, and due to this, the the population of India, the big population of India, like the uh, can't actually थोड़ा सा confusion हो गया. And due to low agricultural output, the needs of the big population of India can't be met. And next is population explosion. After independence, during 45 years, uh, every year at the rate of 2.2% population increase. It means per year 17 million population added in the Indian population. Third reason is ineffective resources utilization. In India, employment is disguised employment is very big issue. Like and like many people many people seeing that they are employed, but the output is not increasing due to underemployment or disguised employment. This also leads to low output, lower rate of economic development. In India, before LPG reforms, the economic development is very less because of low investment and entrepreneurship. Many resources are in hand of government. This also leads to poverty. climate factor is also Climate factor is also involved because many in India there are many regions where droughts, floods, and many type of climate disaster, natural disaster help. So many years, many people gone in the poverty, yeah, below poverty line. This also increase poverty. For this, what our government has taken this step. Government has done many schemes like for food security. Government run National National Food Security Act 2013. Uh, our Parliament has passed the act, and due to this, government run midday meal scheme (PDS) and to provide house, government run Jawaharlal Nehru Awas Yojana, which renamed as PM Awas Yojana, for upskilling, means for educational program. Government run PM Skill India Yojana. Due to this, because in our country there is huge gap in the skills of people and the demand of actual skill required in the industry sector, because this is a very big issue. This also leads to unemployment, and government to reduce unemployment, government run Manrega scheme. In this scheme, government has to provide minimum 100 days of employment to any person, and uh, in India, for financial inclusion, PM Jan Dhan Yojana, and in the conclusion, I can say that we should effectively implement these scheme, because there are many corruption occurs in these occurs in implementing of these scheme, and we should focus on comprehensive development. Thank you, ma'am.
So, Roshan, first of all, you have a little bit of pronunciation issue, as I mentioned earlier also. That is cause, because इसमें आप थोड़ा सा यू के ऊपर you are pressurizing, ठीक है ना? So you need to remove that thing. Second thing is that entrepreneur is not the correct pronunciation. You can say entrepreneur. Okay,
Contribute.
that is the correct pronunciation about it, of it. And another thing, that whenever you are talking about whatever currently we're doing, you need to use present continuous for that. So I am speaking, I am telling, I am talking, like that. And to define any kind of past action, there has to be simple past. So after independence, they used to do like all those things. You use present tense for that. Okay, as
Okay,
you are
ma'am.
defining after independence, it has to be simple past only, that they used to do, वो किया करते थे ऐसा. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
thank you, Roshni. Balpreet.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, ma'am. The today's topic is poverty in India. Poverty in India is a complex issue, and it's influenced by multiple factors. It includes economic, social, and political elements. The first one, if you take high poverty line, despite significant economic growth, a large portion of India's population continues to live below poverty line. And according to the estimates, 20 to 25% of the population lives in poverty. If and the second point, if you take the second comes rural versus urban poverty. Poverty in rural areas is more concentrated because they are wholly dependent for their livelihood on agriculture farms, and in rural poverty is it is also exhibited by multiple factors such as poor infrastructure, limited access to education and healthcare. And the third one, if we take it, it is third, uh, unemployment and underemployment. So if we uh, That means job creation has not kept pace with the growing workforce. uh, we have jobs. First, if we take we have lesser number of jobs. And if anybody sorry if person gets job, uh he get minimum, very little minimum, like little very minimum salary, or favor hours to work, which is and he is not capable to to fulfill his demands and fulfill his livelihoods. Second and third point, if you take in India, there's a matter of caste and gender. Like marginalized communities, particularly those from lower caste like Dalits, and also generally if you take women, they experience high levels of poverty due to systemic discrimination, lack of opportunities, and lower wages. So these were all the points which defined that still it is poverty in India. And the government has also taken money initiatives like Manrega. Manrega, it was I think no, 10, I think so. It was 10 to 15 years ago. Manrega was launched. It was Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, and several other initiatives were taken in healthcare and education. But however, challenge in implementation, corruption, and bureaucratic hurdles have limited their effectiveness. Also, after this, BJP government has taken several initiatives like uh, supplying LPG cylinders, making homes for the poor people, distributing rations. But at last, the population makes a difference because we are not controlling the population. So it makes a big gap that we survive. Like most of the a major portion of our population survives in below poverty line. So how we can overcome from it, like India can overcome from this poverty. We can take 2 to 3 steps, like we can take several steps or initiatives like improved education and skill development, by education we can receive a lot number of n number of jobs, and by skill, uh, learning new skills, we can generate income, like business, set up businesses or technical skills. Inclusive economic, like India can increase the economic growth, which will directly help to outcome from this poverty line, and enhance social safety nets, like as we discussed, like in India there is a problem of caste and gender. Enhance social safety nets, like we can make some teachings on social life, how to live in a society. So these were some few points about poverty in India.
Exactly. Actually, Balbir, I think in this case, uh, actually, external factors or external solutions, these are not enough, right, to remove all the poverty from India, especially because Indian people have kind of a not only poor, those who are middle class, those who are high class, everybody have kind of a has kind of a victim mindset, that if something is happening wrong in my life, it is because of either government, any kind of external factors, right? Either government, if, for example, if they are not getting job, that proves that there is no job in India, right? If they can't
No,
see
ma'am.
inside them that
No,
definitely
yeah.
I am lacking something, I need to work on myself, they don't think like that. They say that government is not providing enough job either, or maybe there is no job opportunities in India. So we have, especially Indians, we have this kind of mentality.
Yes, yeah, it's I think it's also correct. But if we take on ground level, uh, government isn't completely. I can't say that government completely failed to provide n number of jobs,
Exactly,
but
exactly.
there are very favor jobs like for qualified. I can't say like government can provide government jobs to every person. It's not possible.
See,
But
that is not possible.
government government can provide jobs to deserved candidates. But
Yes.
it's not the same reason. But government is not able to do that because I think there may be some financial crisis, and it is the reason,
Yeah,
because
actually,
there are n number of qualified persons
exactly.
who are not getting jobs.
But
They
there
they
has to be
deserve, but
any
they are not
reason.
getting jobs.
No, there it is not possible. I can't totally agree with it, because if you are deserving, you are not getting job. That is, in most of the cases, it is not possible. Because why it is not possible? Also, that you are providing jobs to each and everyone in India, as population is huge. But the thing is, if you really want to do, for example, your you think that you deserve maybe 5 lakh per annum, right? That is you are deserving candidate for that. According to you, you deserve that, but you can get 3 lakh per annum. And if you are not accepting, that is your fault, first of all. And second thing, if you are deserving, no job will come to you. You know, you need not to go to job and search job, and you need not to run behind it. It will come to you automatically. You can notice one thing: you can't find anyone in your surrounding who is deserving from every aspect, but that person is not getting job. It can't happen that for 5 years that person is unemployed, and he has every kind of, or she has every kind of skill, and maybe knowledge, not experience, actually academic qualification, everything that person has, but that person is unemployed. Maybe if that person is unemployed, that is because of that person's willpower. That also can be a reason, but without any reason, any person is unemployed after having all the skills, that is not that is impossible.
Ma'am, if you take like I am just talking about government jobs, not private. Okay. There are n number of like qualified persons which I have met still. Uh, to I think more than which should not be the factor. N number of qualified persons were able to get the government job. Only a few, like it was just 10%. Okay, so I think government can take major initiatives. Like if government is not in a position to provide government jobs, they can provide some structure like skill development skills. They can make some centers which can specifically improve their skills in that field which they have studied for years. They can do some private they can set up some private centers which can directly work for them.
Exactly.
But government is not in a position to provide government jobs to, I think, to majority of people.
That thing they need to change. Otherwise, uh, job opportunity is there. But in government job, there is a huge, changes we need. They need to do huge changes. Then, because government job is not, it is, in case of government job, you can say that many person people are eligible, but they are not getting it, right?
Yes,
Because of the,
that is the reason I'm talking about.
yeah. But if you say that they are unable to earn their livelihood, that is wrong concept.
No, ma'am, they can earn their
Yes.
livelihood if
Yeah.
a person is qualified and they have skills. They can earn in every part of the country. They
Exactly.
can earn.
Exactly. Because I belong to West Bengal. In my surrounding, I can see many people, and they talk about always like that there is no job, there is no job. I am PhD, I am MA, and after that there is no job. Actually, that is not the fact. Just look at you. They need to look at themselves. After that, they can only talk. They can only blame, but they are
Yes.
not. They are not right. If they are getting free English classes, no even spoken English classes, they will not do it.
Yes, there are so many persons who have done like MA or something like MA in English or a B.Ed, like they are unemployed because they're not trying to go move from one area to another area. And I have met so many people who are 12th only 12th pass. They are getting a high paying job
Exactly.
because they have skills. They have
Ex-
skills. They have
They
communication
they
skills. They
cho-
have other
they
skills.
choose to work on themselves rather to blame others. The
To blame
external
others. Yeah,
factors. That's
that's
why
correct.
they are working and they are earning. They are doing everything.
Yeah, just point, ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you, Balveer.
Thank you, ma'am.
Tripto, please speak.
Well, I, I, I haven't really come prepared on this topic, and this topic seems to be a very difficult topic. But I'll try to, like, let's see. Population is one thing, the cause of poverty, like one child policy. I think this can help, and then uh, yeah, ra- there are lots of jobs. uh, I mean, there are some jobs, but a lot of people are not aware of the jobs. So they are saying there are no jobs. So we must know what jobs are available out there for us. Yeah. So these 2 points: one child policy and knowledge about the jobs which we can get. That's going to help India come over poverty.
Actually, it is not only about job; it is about earning, right? So we have this kind of mentality that we need to only do job,
Uh,
but that is not a fact.
I mean earning,
Yeah, any kind of earning it can be. You can
business,
invest,
job.
you can, yeah, you can do trading, you can invest in stock market if you have knowledge. You can do business, you can do whatever you want to do, but that has not to be only job. And there are many reasons, Tripto. If you have prepared, if you are not prepared, then you are getting less time to speak. That is my concern only.
I should, like, how am I supposed to should, like, this is a question I have. How am I supposed to prepare? Should I look up Google?
You just sit at, you need not to go anywhere. Just sit at one place and think about it, that what is my opinion, that in my surrounding whatever I can see, if I see any poor people or anyone else, so what is my opinion about that person, that why that person is suffering, or why poor people, what because of what kind of mentality there has to be. It is not random choice, or it is not randomly happening, right? That generation wise anyone is poor, that can't, that is not possible. It is, there has to be some kind of mindset behind it. So you need to share that, only understand and then share that. So now after that you can discuss all the external factors from government's point of perspective, what government can do, what can be the solution, and reason you need to find out it. Can't go to Google and search, because if you go to Google and then after that searching it you are telling, so that means you are not playing with your brain. That means you are just copying it. You are not sharing your opinion.
Yeah.
So the reason should be according to your opinion, and the solution also you can say. Okay, so
So
it is better to
yeah.
only prepare with yourself only.
I must contemplate.
Yeah, and
Write
it will
down.
take hardly 10 to 15 minutes, not more than that. Okay, thank you. Nanav, please speak.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am. I will discuss the topic of ma'am, motivation to fulfill our goals. Um, Yesterday, ma'am, I had not discussed the topic. Ma'am, motivation, we can say intensity, like we intensity, momentum, and uh, intensity, movement, and direction of efforts to fulfill our goals. That things to we should to every person have own goals. We have to do something. Firstly we need consistency and disciplines to achieve the goal, and then that things we grab only for that things we grab only for motivations, and to give us motivation we need uh, we and that things we need for to make us set small goals, set small goals to achieve the set small goals and to build uh, small goals and working towards our goals, uh, um, towards goals, to build make a and then make a good habit. Ma'am, motivation is what uh, uh, we should take a we should take motivation boy on we should take motivation, ma'am, boy on to see peoples who are successes in our life, and because ma'am self motivated help us to build help us to harder things to learn, because ma'am not to listen speaker listener, motivational speakers. We have to, motivation why it is important, because we have to it help us to solve the problems, hard problems. We have to it help us to change the old life cycle, old problems. It provide us to speak, it provide us uh, to achieve the goal for working consistency and for work. And ma'am, as my opinion, ma'am, first of all we think we think what should to do, and then make you plan, um, and make a plan. After that, you after that after that follow to that plan, and we we have to build as a mind. We have to build as mind as such, like whatever happened, but we have to we have but we should but whatever happened, but we have to do it to something to achieve the goal, ma'am. Ma'am, we should set our good goals, like ma'am, you like wake up early in the morning, as you say yesterday to me. Motivation is such, like ma'am, it's a It's enough.
Okay, so Nana, first of all, after should you can't use to. Okay, should do, that is wrong conception,
Should
and
to. I
you should do
use
that.
should
You
to
should
do.
do that. Yeah.
Should to, yes. Also use this.
And a second
Should.
thing, that we have success. The sentence can be we have success, or you can say we are successful, like that. If you are using successful word, then you need to say that we are. And if you have something, that is success. Okay.
No, ma'am, I am using ki we should take a motivation and then by on and to see who is ma'am, to see who are big success in our life. That
You
sentence I
see,
use.
sorry, please repeat.
Matlab, who are big success in our life, ma'am. I will say matlab to see the peoples which are
Who
who
are
are.
successful?
Yes,
Those
ma'am.
who are successful.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the thing is, there is only one mantra for success. What I feel in my life, that if you want to be uh, a millionaire, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So crorepati, for that, whatever a millionaire do, you need to do only that thing, nothing else. Whatever that person does, you also have to do the same thing. The maybe you are earning 10,000 in a month. That doesn't matter. But the way they are performing their
Yes, ma'am.
duties every day, whatever
Yes,
is
ma'am.
their daily routine, you also need to do the follow the same thing. First of all, this thing, and second thing, that if you want to become billionaire, to just follow their routine, whatever they have. For example, they have discipline, right? They can't they generally don't celebrate their holidays and everything. Every Sunday they don't take leave, right? But on a vacation they are going after maybe 1 year or every year, that is different thing. But every Sunday they need leave, or maybe for anniversary, for birthday. For example, today is my birthday. I'm not on a leave. I'm working till 10, right? So
Mm.
there has to be some kind of discipline, because
Yes,
your
ma'am.
birthday is there when you are earning something. If you are
Yes,
not
ma'am.
earning, there is no birthday. So
We have to do something. We need firstly we need
whatever, that is
discipline and
simple funda. If
consistency.
you want to become that,
Mm.
if you want to become a billionaire, just behave like them. Whatever
Yes,
they
ma'am.
do, that doesn't mean that you are spending lots of money. you
Yes,
you
ma'am.
can earn whatever you are earning,
Yes,
whatever the
ma'am.
current, but just
But
follow the simple routine,
but
that's it.
ma'am, we have to build a discipline, consistency by on not to see the peoples who are speaking to see the people's motivational speakers like ma'am. I'm not.
Motivational speakers, yes, that is good thing, that is not bad thing if you listen to
But
other.
ma'am, we have to build by on. I suggest
Yeah, but your
because
voice
ma'am,
should be
if we
motivational.
build by on, then
Hmm.
if we build by on, ma'am, then we have to solve hardest problems.
You can solve your all the problems, whether
To
it is
hardest,
professional.
ma'am. I learn to things hardest.
Sorry, please repeat.
Ma'am, a self-motivated person, ma'am, help us to hardest things, harder skills to learn.
Yeah, but very few self-motivated person you can get in your surrounding whom you totally can trust.
Ma'am, not trust, but we make by on, ma'am, as my opinion.
I think you should talk to yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
That is the best option. For
Ma'am,
external
if
motivation,
if
if
we
you need to
ma'am,
do,
if we build a life cycle as a good habit, to build discipline, to build consistency by on, then he will successful.
yeah. And you can, as I was saying, they have discipline, they follow some kind of strategy, they don't need any motivation outer, and they don't take suggestion from others, that's
Yes,
why
ma'am.
what I should do in my life. And
Hmm.
number 4, they take uh, their failures as their achievement, because they know that if this is my failure, if I'm going down to 0%, after that I will bang on, just I will come with a bang on. But whenever we see failures, at that time we think it is the end, right? So if we follow, if you want to follow those things, only that is the simple thing. think like them, then definitely you will become like them only. But
Yes.
if we start thinking like those who are earning 5 lakh in annum per annum,
Yes.
so we will become like that only. We will get
Yes.
holiday, we will spend
Yes.
time with our family, and on Sunday we are getting every after 6 months we are celebrating in puja Diwali we are getting two dress like that. If you want to means enjoy the all the middle class things, then we will become and stay like that only. So it is totally our choice. Which one is your preference? No one, this is also correct, that is also correct. Both are the correct thing. If you want to live that kind of life, that is also all right. It is your choice.
I have never I have never heard motivational speakers yet.
You haven't spoken.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I want to prefer by one, ma'am. You build by one.
Yeah, that is very good thing. And if if
If
you
we
are
build,
beginners, if you are
if we,
beginner in this path, you need some kind of motivation.
yes, ma'am.
After that, you don't need.
Yes, ma'am.
Whenever you get to know every fact that why I'm not getting success in my life at this point of time, if you are able to understand, then after that you don't need anything.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let's I think 2 3 people are there who haven't got the chance to speak today. So this topic will be poverty topic will be continued for tomorrow. And let me give you another topic, that is child labor. Okay.
Child labor.
For others, the topic is child labor.
Child
Okay,
Okay.
ma'am.
labor.
Bye. Have a nice day, everyone.
Okay, have a
Every
wonderful day.
child is
Thank you so
labor.
much, ma'am.
Child labor.
Child. Yeah, that was it. That was it, guys. Oh, ho, ho. Child labor. That's the topic for tomorrow. But I should come prepared. Otherwise, yeah, I should come prepared. I should I should think about this topic, child labor, like my experience. I can also take help of ChatGPT or Google or such places, or I can ask other people in real life. You know, but I should give it some time. I should write down some points so that I can contribute something over there, right? And it's not, it should not be like me yapping. It should be really valuable so that, like, yeah.